So I'm currently still studying for this video that I have. It was originally going to be about the what people say is the third temple, but it is kind of transitioning into a video about Daniel 70 weeks. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Daniel 70 weeks. Let's put it that way. Uh, that's taking a while. Some things I'm not clear about, and I have to um, put things on hold. I was pretty much ready to make a video last Saturday, or was it Friday night? Basically Saturday, and I had stopped because I was like, this one thing I wasn't clear about, and I really needed the Most High to help me understand, because it was just something that I just wasn't clear about. Anyway, the thing that has been on my mind though today, it was maybe even since yesterday, was that um, I was just wondering why why we call ourselves African Americans, because I don't know any Chinese people or any Japanese people or any Mexican people who refer to themselves as um, well, maybe for Mexican Americans because that is a country, but you won't see Chinese Americans referring to themselves as Asian Americans, or Japanese referring to themselves as Asian Americans, or Koreans referring to themselves as Asian Americans. They wouldn't refer to a continent or a region when they speak about themselves, when they identify themselves. Now, when other people identify them, you may have them say, yeah, the Asian Americans, lump them into one group, like the so-called anti-Asian hate bill or whatever. Um, but for the most part, you don't see them identifying with the continent. You don't see people from Germany or people from Italy or the UK refer to themselves as European American, right? You don't even see American people refer to themselves as European American because nobody will identify it with an entire continent, or at least part of an entire continent. you know, um, Even Africans, when they come over, we call them Africans, but they'll say, "Hey, I'm from Senegal," or I'm is that even a country in Africa? I don't know. But Africa is a whole continent. It's not a country. So you won't have people from Egypt saying that they're African American. They'll say, I'm an Egyptian. Or people from Sudan saying that they're African. They'll say, I'm Sudanese. But when it comes to us, we're African Americans. Like, okay, that's a whole continent. Where are you from? We don't know. Where if someone says go back to Africa, like I had said to somebody in the comment once, well, where in Africa am I supposed to go? Where would I go? Point me to the way home, basically. Point me to the way home. Where would I go back to? If you say I can go back to Africa at any time, where would I go? Where's a place that I should call home? I would like somebody to tell me that, somebody to give an answer to that. Because at least then I could stop saying simply African American. I could actually say I'm from a specific country. But as of right now, I have no clue of where I'm from or where my ancestors are from. It's just Africa. That's a whole continent, like I said. So we're in a country where we are the quote minority. So don't make any mistake about it. We are not from this country. We are not American. We are American as far as we have been born here, and many of our ancestors have been born here as a result of us being here for 400 years. But we are not the majority. This is not our country. We do not have power. We do not have power on the level that other people in this country have. So we identify as Americans simply by the fact that we have been born here, and we identify with Africa simply because we have been told we're from somewhere in Africa. But I'm not identifying with either one anymore. And I just want to say that. I know some people may just be like, that's pointless to say. But for me, I just really have an intense desire to divorce myself from all these labels, to reclaim my own identity, and not an identity that I feel like has been forced upon me. So, no, I'm not an quote African. At least tell me what country in Africa. But no, and I'm not an American. So that is pretty much it.